Yes, sir.
Mm.
Check out that KOB by Mano.
What? As you should.
Part
Man,
4. There's
expeditiously.
there's 4 of these. Check the latest one, number 4. One of his best pieces of work, y'all.
Yeah, I'm definitely putting that in my playlist. Like,
Damn. I put that on when I play like a Call of Duty type game when I just shooting people. Oh, this album.
mm, I ain't gonna
Murder
lie,
music.
that was giving real big boy vibe. But what else you expect from Mano though? He ain't never been one of them. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But he
He's
getting
all
some lyrical and then the style
yeah,
changing and stuff.
yeah.
I'm
No,
saying, like,
he was in his bag. Like he was in his Kendrick bag type ass
you could
key.
tell he like kicking it with Jones. Like he's
Yeah,
still like
yeah. Trying to
coming
elevate.
up. Yeah.
Yeah, he's trying to elevate for sure. I like that though, because you know what I'm saying, that's how you stay, you know what I mean, relevant. You know what I mean? So that's lit. Because a lot of people write people off when they get a little older, like you know what I'm saying? Like,
Or
I
they
mean,
don't be pushing.
oh yeah, for sure. Like, I mean, shout out Fabulous too. Like, I'm so glad he's getting back in his freestyle bag too. Like, I mean,
Lit Fit. He be in the
all the
gym
Fit
too.
Boys, yeah, the Fit Boys,
Oh, the Lit
yeah,
Fit. The Lit
yeah,
Fit. Shout
yeah.
out to the Lit Fit boys.
Oh, for sure, we rock with y'all over here from the beginning, I'm talking about some Dipset days, like you know what I'm saying, back
And
then.
before that.
What? Oh, I know,
And
right?
before that.
Oh,
With
and
Fab.
before that, I was like,
Street Fit it.
what? I'm talking about Sidekick 3 days. You feel me? What the?
Oh yeah,
No,
you were
that
on that
was
psychic
no. He didn't
early.
have the Sidekick 3. He had the Sidekick 2 in the
Twos.
little Holla Back Boy video. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Holla Back Youngin. That's what it was. Holla Back Young. Holla Back Boy. I think was Gwen Stefani. But
Something
yeah
like that.
though. But yeah, man. Let's man we got some topics, man. Block Jones. We back like we left our keys, man. You know what I'm saying? Back with the facts and the extremeness of great podding. So I love the fact that we are giving you guys our take from being just people from the Bay Area who have been born and raised out here and have got to see the world evolve and change, and we evolved and changed with it. So it's great to be able to give you guys our take. So we got my man Richter here as always. We got me, Inky to the G, and like I said, we're not gonna waste any time. Let's get straight into it, man. So like I said, man, because we're gonna stay on top, but we can definitely talk about the fall of Little Baby.
Oh.
Yeah, you know that. You know, you mean?
I was like, yo, mumble rap's coming back.
Nah, I ain't gonna hold you. In my opinion, I never was on the Little Baby train. So don't call me a hater. Don't call me. Matter of fact, let me get in my bag. Let me get in my bag for real, so they know I'm serious about it when I talk about. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Let me get in my. You know
Oh.
what I'm saying? Okay, look, here we
Okay.
go.
Here we go. I'm
There we go. I never got on the bandwagon of Lil Baby, man. Like, no offense, like when you came up with that freestyle ish, like and all that shit they said, you know, that you did, whatever. I thought it was cool. Um, when you came out with that the Black Lives Matter song, it was very opportunistic. Cool, like you know what I mean. You blew up, did your numbers. Thought that was great. You had a level head on your shoulders. I could tell you definitely a street dude. Like cool, but you gave me weird vibes a lot of the times when you used to be just and whatever all that twitching and ish was. I don't know if it was the perky or what, but then saw your documentary and then like you feel me, you've been doing that since a baby. So I was trying to figure out like I don't know if you really really that dude or really a puppet or something behind. I don't know. It's weird, bro. It's weird, man. Because like if you watch the documentary, you'd be like, boy, this boy lightweight on the spectrum. Like I don't even know. Like, but let's be weird. Let's be real though. When you do your interviews though, like you know what I'm saying, you came out and you had some real street knowledge, and you could tell you was a real dude. Every story about you was some street stuff behind it. Like no cap in your rap, no mystery in your history. We understand that. But let's be real. Now I'm gonna cut you. I'm gonna shoot you some bail because, like I said, you come from said streets. Like you know what I'm saying. You never said you wanted to be a rapper. All your stories was the classic tale of, nah, he just come from the life. Like you know, we just put a microphone in front of him and he just do this. Okay, cool. Now after let's say 2 years in the game, the music is reflecting that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
I get you now. I get you.
you like if you look at any other artist, like say not any other artist, but like some of the major artists, like say let's say a Drake. Like let's say you don't even have to get prolific like that, like the major higher ups, but that is his weight class, let's be real. But
Oh,
like
it
if
is.
you look
Oh
at a
yeah.
Benny the Butcher or like I say, or a Drake, let's Drake, because that is his weight class. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what his weight class is. I don't listen to Lil Baby.
Oh yeah, I'm talking
You
about
gotta tell me
monetary
what his
wise,
weight class is.
numbers wise, sales
Yeah,
wise.
yeah, yeah.
Like he
Okay,
is
okay.
NBA young boy Drake level. That's where he's at. Upper echelon, number one stream artist type ish. He's on that top five
Pla-
all day.
platinum tier.
Yeah,
Platinum
very
tier.
very upper echelon platinum tier. Yes.
Platinum tier. Okay, okay.
Okay. So my thing is though, but you can tell though, like even NBA young boy. It's crazy to even say that. You can tell he's actually a real, he's not a real, but he's a hip hop head. Like you know what I'm saying. You can tell
Mm-hmm.
Drake is a hip hop head. Like you
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying. Like when you hear weird things from Soldier Boy, like who's your favorite old school rapper? Like 20 years ago, he was like 50 Cent when he first came out. You're like, bro, you sound crazy. Like you know what I'm saying. You'll hear Drake and NBA young boy say like, oh yeah, I listen to Digging in the Crates. I listen to this. You'd be like, wait, where? How you know about that? Like you could tell like even being from Atlanta, you would think he grew up off the old school Outcasts and like you know what I mean, want to branch out and do things like no, you could tell he just listened to a certain set of music and he's just really in that lane. So you falling off was not a wins, I'm sorry, not an if situation, it was a win situation. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I ain't gonna lie, nobody thought it was gonna be this fast.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I thought he was gonna get you another a good 5 years in the game, like you know, but
Yeah.
let's be real though. Like you keep messing up. Keep coming out with these bullshit clips, and then this is where you're messing up because you put 3 songs out for everybody to hear real quick. Like, oh, I'm working, I'm cooking, but all the songs sound the same. They're all interchangeable. I didn't even know. I didn't even know the song switched. I thought you were doing a little beat switch thing like Mano did on the last track. I was like, okay, cool. Like we was listening to. I thought he was doing some shit like that. I'm like, word, word. I was like, oh, shit, I'm on track 3. Oh shit, like the flow pattern don't change. Like, and see, that's what goes back to what I'm saying. There's a whole generation that stole one part of Lil Wayne's style, and now you stuck after album 1. Like, now what? At least Young Thug invented this up. But that's all I got. What's your take on the rise and fall pause of Lil Baby?
Man, for me, I ain't really got much to say because I don't listen to this dude. I couldn't tell you one of his song names.
Mm,
He's not my demo.
mm.
Nobody's ever came to me and been like, "Yo, dog, check this Little Baby song," and,
Me
and
either.
that's telling for me. Like,
Yeah.
I got a lot of music heads, and they tell me all kinds of different stuff, but no one's ever said like, "Listen to Little Baby." I would just always hear like, "Yo, he's the man. He's dope. He's the one. He's one of the ones." So I'm just like, okay, dope. But if nobody gonna tell me to listen to him, I ain't got nothing to say about his music. However, so I can't really talk about his rise.
Mm. Pause.
But um, I think this also is a moment that we get to see which people that are in the younger generation
Mm.
learn from this in a sense that you still got to have skill, and I don't mean that like disrespectfully. I just mean like in terms of just like you're rapping, like you have to like be able to rap to
Yeah.
get past whatever, right? So easy analogy is like, yo, if homeboy comes into the NBA, he's expected to do really well, great rookie year.
Mm.
You don't put no numbers up after that. It's
An
just like,
even better
oh,
analogy is the
kind of
fact
fizzled
that.
out.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, oh, then he just kind of fizzled out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I was just gonna say another better analogy is you can see the parallel in the same time frame. Gunna came home from jail. All those rumors, innuendos, bad publicity, all that ish. He dropped some fire music. People are kind of like, we don't really care as much. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you drop some fire music, like Baby dropped a fire single tomorrow, this conversation is null and void. Because it's all about the music industry, especially even just anything in the arts industry, like like what we do. Even it's not really about what you did before; it's about what you just did. Like like it's or what you're gonna do next. Like nobody, it won't stay in people's memories too much. Like about what I mean fails, but like if you keep winning, if you drop some, what I mean. But he's not. It's just all mid, like big mid. Like, and I ain't gonna lie, I thought he was gonna shoot him some bail, because he was light skinned. Because you usually have, what I mean, y'all have that camaraderie. Y'all in the same tribe.
I literally didn't know what he looked like till he told me to look this dude up for this thing. Like I don't.
Mhm.
He's literally never been told. No one has ever said, "Yo, check out blah 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 track from Lil Baby." Like no one. So
Well, to be honest with you,
I can't defend him,
yeah,
light skin or not, because I don't. I don't just defend him just for whatever.
right.
Like, I got to stand on something.
Right.
Even if I'm tall, I got to stand on something. So.
No, I was gonna say he did have a a very major rise because he had that cosign from Young Thug, and he
Oh, okay.
but like I said, his very first single was with Drake. Like his major single had Drake on it, and a lot of people are saying that he really kind of trounced Drake on that single.
You can get one back. You can get one game.
Yeah, especially on a feature. Like,
Season,
we don't care.
season ain't over.
Yeah. So that's what kind of like put the spotlight on him immediately, and then he, like I said, he dropped 4 good singles back to back to back to back. Then dropped the album. The album was at the time called a classic, damn near a classic. Like it was a lot of praise. And then he did 2 more singles that were fire, and then everything else mid. And that was like 2 years ago. So it's been 2 years of mid, pretty much. He's turning into Kid Cudi.
Damn.
So I'm just saying. I thought you were gonna have his back though, because another light skin. Speaking of light skins messing it up though, like what's up with the Bob Marley casting? What we doing with that? What's going on?
Yeah, I saw this on the docket. I was like, oh, I want to hear what this is about. What am I supposed to be mad about?
Oh, the casting. Now, me personally,
He's got to look exactly like Bob.
No.
We doing this again?
No.
What has happened? What's going on?
At first, when I saw him, right, then I, you know what I mean, immediately before I had my initial judgment.
Mhm.
So, you know, I did what every rational individual would do. I went to Twitter to see how I really feel. So once I got there, I saw the general wave of people was really
Bashing
upset.
it.
Oh yeah. But they were upset about issues that I wasn't upset about. I thought they was gonna be on my side about what I was thinking. Everybody was like, "He's light skinned. He's this," and I'm like, "That's not what I was upset about." Like,
So
what
let's
I
hear
was
it.
upset about was the acting. Like, the acting looked trash. Like to me, like it looked like Tubi-ish. Like I was like in the car. Hey, we saw the trailer when he said "hey" to the kids. Like, oh yeah, like you know what I mean? Buffalo Soldier, whatever song he's saying. Oh, I'm gonna sing that. Like, you know, that's what. Come on, bro. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, every little thing's gonna be all right.
Yeah, whatever that type shit. Put some
Yeah.
respect on Bob's name, bro. Like for real. Bro, come on. Like now, me personally, I felt like they could have got one of them 30 grandkids, 15 regular kids, you know what I'm saying? That maybe that would have hit way harder. Or maybe the director didn't do it right. Like I said, I wasn't mad about the light skinned dude being cast. I was mad about the bad dreads. The dread job was crazy. Like the French, the accent was yeah, like I said, it wasn't really about the person in general. Like I said, it was more about the acting and maybe like behind the scenes, like the directing or maybe the script or the wardrobe. I feel like they did Bob a disservice, not really the person you put in place, like to actually play Bob. That's where I was at with it. But what do you think? What? Why are you looking at me like what?
I guess for me, man, like I just can't have my expectations too high. So, and I see it, I'm just like, cool movie. This is to me. This is for this generation of kids. This was like when we were younger. We got to see. We got to see. What's up?
I said it's like you're the generation version of the Tupac movie. Like,
nah. So to me, this is the What's up?
I said, go ahead. My bad. I said, go ahead.
Just trying to get my piece out.
Yeah, for sure.
For me, this is our generation. So in our generation, we had Malcolm X. The biggest difference is we had, what was that, Spike Lee and Denzel, but we had Malcolm X. And I feel our generation, we heard the name, we read about it, but that movie, I felt, impacted our whole generation in a sense. And I feel like that's what they want to do with this. Obviously, they missed, but the one positive I can say, man, like this is going to teach a lot of kids about Bob Marley. As cheesy as it looks, as funky as it looks, optically, at least when these kids are now going to be 20 and 30, they're going to be wearing Bob Marley shirts. So to me, it's still going on. So I'm happy with that. It looked funky, but I'm telling you, this movie ain't for me because I've already got my visuals of Bob. Where when we were younger, I didn't get visuals of Malcolm. I just had what I read, right? And so for me, I'm kind of like, yo, if they can't do this without their blessing,
Mm-hmm.
the families had to.
Yeah, definitely.
So as bad as it is, I'm like,
Yeah.
family said it's cool, so I'm gonna just let them do their thing. They ain't getting my money for it. I ain't gonna go watch it. But yo, hopefully, everybody that has kids now, your kids are gonna be wearing some Bob Marley shirts, helping keep that legacy and
And
that
know what it
family
means.
going, and actually just have some kind of relation, even if it's the cheesy, funky one. Because I'm sure they might have thought that about Malcolm X. Oh, Denzel ain't is hard, or whatever. The people that were really alive at that time are probably like, yo, he ain't. But who knows? But for me, you had a top tier actor, so that just changes everything. And then you had a top tier director, that changes everything. But if you took those pieces out, to me, this is one of those generational pieces for Black culture in a sense. So I'm happy they're doing it. I don't like it. I hope they do well.
I'm happy.
I don't like how it looks, is what I mean. I don't like how it looks. I'm
Girls
happy they're
want
doing
a
it.
low key nigga who ballin', but confident, but humble. What did you say?
Right?
I love it, but I hate it. I hope it do good. Like,
Yeah. I hope it all the success, but not off me. One of them.
So you pretty much at the end said I was right then. So
I guess, sure. You
okay,
got to be right.
I just want to make sure we're on the same page because, like I said,
the same for me.
No, I'm saying let's take it a step further. If they would have had a Denzel type caliber actor, and they had a Spike Lee caliber director, this movie could be out of here. Like it could go crazy. It could go crazy. Like,
you know how many movies could have been really great too, though. Okay, so look, we don't even got to do that. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna get it straight today. Like,
we ain't playing Marvel What If today.
We're gonna do Marvel. Oh no, trust me. There was a lot of people that's gonna get some strays. Like I said,
I'm just saying, what if we're not playing What
If?
Not playing What If.
But waiting for the TV part of this.
If they had like a really big producer and director and actor, like, yeah, but I still don't think this was for me. I already got Bob in my head, man. I'm cool.
You know what?
That's where it's different from me. I'm if I have enough visuals of somebody, I don't need somebody to like. That's how I felt about the Left Eye shit. Everyone was bagging on it. I'm like, yo, I seen her interview.
We were there for that. Yeah,
we were there. I don't need to watch the doc.
We saw the news.
And that's kind of what I feel like with some certain things, and Bob's one of those. Like, yo, no, I grew up learning about this dude, listening to his music. Like, I'm good.
Yeah, one thing I do want to say though is I do like your take on it though, like the beginning part of it though, because one thing that did was over my head or eluded me was the fact that I didn't see it as the way you saw it when you said I already have this impression or interpretation of Bob. And I keep forgetting the younger generation doesn't have that relationship that I have, you know what I mean, that I cultivated, you know what I mean, through my life, you know what I mean, with the music and everything like that. So I thought that was great because that is true. Because every generation, you do have to bring it back a little bit so to re-educate. Because let's be real, there's people out here wearing Grateful Dead shirts, don't even know what Cherry Garcia means. There's people wearing Nirvana shirts, don't even know the whole groups went and started a whole another group after Cobain died. Like, I mean, there's people just wearing gear just to be trendy. Like, so it's kind of cool that they did actually can give the new generation actually some information behind it, and maybe reconnect them with a newer audience, a new audience for their music. You know what I mean? Keep the legacy alive. So I never thought about it that way. I was looking at the movie because I was like, just bashing.
Because it's for you. If you're like, yo, this for me, this is horrible. But when you're like, yo, this is for all these other little kids I don't know, that's cool. When you think of it as like a Disney movie, you wouldn't really go watch. You ain't mad at it. You're just like, all right, yeah, fam, all right, cool.
But no, but now I think about it like as a parent though, because like I would want my child to see a cheesy movie of Bob Marley when he's 14. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I would want that. I wouldn't want him to know about all the drugs and all that. Like, you know what I mean? Go ahead and PG-13 that out, and you know what I mean. Let's do that little car scene for a kid to see that, and then then they can grow up and like. So I think that's actually you actually kind of changed my mind. I might actually, what I'm saying, be more on the side of not hating it.
It ain't for me.
It has its place, and I'm cool with it having.
Yeah. It's like Tubi and all them other shits, right? There's tons of shit we ain't watching because we don't care. And to me, I can do that. I can parse that with a lot of shit. And I think just people don't do that. They're just like, they think everything's for them these days. Like, oh, that's fucking horrible. It's like, man, like, that wasn't for you, dog. That was for Tommy down the street.
For sure.
There's plenty of other shit to watch. It'd be different if it was back in the day when there's only 10 things to watch. Nigga, I need to get a piece of everything because there ain't much to watch. Come on, man. Don't complain. Go watch something else.
I really don't. But speaking of things I can do without, let's talk about this whole fact of Drink Champs being mysteriously absent in the pod space right now. And
Ghost Champs.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Who you gonna call? Not them. Like, you know what I mean? And before I even give you my take on it, I want to hear like what's your take on it, because I believe that you said you had something fairly short, and because you don't even give a fuck. But hopefully it's nicer than that.
No. I just said it's gonna be short because the whole point is I just want to kind of call out like these dudes disappeared. Like where they at? After Diddy got in trouble and Revolt, I ain't seen no episodes. I ain't seen a clip. I ain't seen a commercial for the new season.
Have you seen anything about?
I ain't seen Nori.
Carisha? Show got canceled. So
I heard.
No, that show gone. That show out of here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
she came out with a little disc record. They broke up everything. Like, you know what I mean? Like the empire is crumbling. So, so you're saying you think that maybe Drink Champs might be a byproduct of that crumbling, because we all know whose baby Revolt is.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking. Maybe Drink Champs is one of the pillars holding up that Coliseum.
Just a casualty, like in the.
Kind of had to get some lineage of some weights.
I would hope that maybe they would be disappearing right now because maybe they trying to shop that thing and they're trying to get up under it. Maybe. Before it actually completely crumbles, because I haven't heard anything really about Revolt actually crumbling, but we do know what's his name has stepped down to try to save some shares for the the board. But as far as I know they're trimming a lot of fat as well. But like, let's be real though, that's your flagship pod, and the fact that they are on radio silence, that speaks volumes to a lot of things. So I only have like a simple take on it.
Yeah, man, let's hear it.
It's not even anything crazy. It's actually pretty much on brand for how I feel about a lot of things. Fuck them. Like, it's perfect because, like, create that vacuum so we can go ahead and take that space. And because you mismanaged the bag and the handlings and what you did, you fucked up with the Kodak, you fucked up with the Kanye, you didn't deserve the spot, and you out of here. So we are more than welcome to welcome maybe a Matt Hoffa, a Block Giants, anything else to follow the wake. Hey, while you sleeping, there's a million other people awake, grinding to get to where you at. So that's all I got to say. Deuces.
Love it.
And when you come back, I didn't mean any of that, man. I was pressured.
When you come back, Tony, F-A-Y, multiply, kill it.
When y'all come back, I told y'all, I'm walking that thing back. Like, right. I'm gonna get some heelys.
You all get the bloody money. I mean, smoke weed.
Come on,
sleep fast. Monkey ball. Push back. Fam, real quick. Talk about me, Casa.
Sorry, hey, you know what? Real talk though, I've been always a Nori fan of the music. Yeah. This pod thing is new for me, but I don't care what you're doing with the pod. I said what I said. My take. I'm not walking it back. I never will. I'm sorry, but I've been a Nori fan since the beginning. Come on, I get head in the whip without crashing it. Like, come on, man. Like, come on, man. Come on, bro. Like, nah, bro. You was a trendsetter back then. People slept on Nori too much, man. But anyway, let's just say, man. It was short. You know what I'm saying? It was short.
Oh yeah. We just want to get that out the way because I just ain't seen a lot of other people saying it, and I ain't afraid of Diddy.
I hope Revolt can make it, man. I hope they can just, you know what I mean? Because I feel it's weird when a whole company can fail. A lot of people lose their jobs, their livelihoods, and all that. Just off the actions of one man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that hasn't, like, they act like they was in a bedroom with the nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he sent them sex tape afterwards. Like, hey, see what I was like? We don't know. Like, people don't know. Right. Like, they found out just like you did in the lawsuit. Like, they were surprised. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nobody told you either. Like, You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. I'm just, like I said, that's my take, man. Y'all out of here. Like, I hope y'all
Mm.
come back though. Shop that deal somewhere else. Like, a lot of people are getting some good deals. I don't know where's that's irony too. But where Cam and Mace at right now?
What do you mean?
No, I'm saying
They
the
still potting?
no, I meant like their contracts. Like, what company are they with? Because they just signed that new deal. They inked that deal. Like,
I don't know what deal they signed. What deal they signed?
oh, Cam and Mace, they just signed, bro. Like, I want to say maybe 4 months ago, they just signed a $30 million deal to for their sports pod.
Oh, was it with the gambling spot?
I'm
As a
not sure who
sponsor?
they're with. That's why I asked you.
Well, I thought. See, you're talking about Revolt as like a platform. I'm talking about a sponsor.
Okay, well, I was talking about
That's
their
why
sponsor.
there's a
I was talking
difference.
about their platform. They signed
The
to a
platform wise, I don't know. I just
oh,
know they use the Win.
oh,
They at the casino in the Win.
oh,
They're
okay.
using that room
Oh,
that everybody else uses when they in town. So
mm,
they out here recording it. I know they
oh.
doing it. You can walk by and shit.
Maybe it is sponsorship. I'm not really 100% sure, but what I was
Yeah,
saying,
yeah.
maybe, but I'm saying whatever Cam and Mace are doing, especially they have great ties. I'm saying maybe they should go holler at them and be like, hey, maybe this independent route is maybe where it's at, because, like I said, you don't want your career to be dependent upon somebody else's action, so you barely even hang out with or you even know. That's all I was saying. But yeah,
Yeah.
but like I said, but everybody's got to get their truths out. You know what I'm saying? Especially in 2024. And Cat Williams set it off, and that was dope. And I
Yeah.
felt like a lot of podcast people were following behind that. And I feel like 2024, we're gonna implement a lot more transparency and clarity with how we really feel. Like, and I felt another comedian that just kicked it right off was Mike Epps. He had a
Mm.
brand new stand up. It was in Las Vegas. It got bootlegged like a mug. And hey, that sucks at your bag, but I was all for it because I got to see it. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, and Mike Epps, you haven't been in such a rare form like this since like maybe old school comic view. Like, you know what I mean? He was
Mm.
in rare form on this stand up right here, and you came in and said everything you said about Cat. You pretty much also confirmed all the facts of all the other comedians, pretty much saying that Cat ain't lie. Like, you know what I mean? So the whole stand up was amazing. Like I said, it sucked that it got bootlegged, but I still will be there for the stand up. If you sell tickets for that stand up, I will go purchase those tickets and go, because that was lit. But like I said, it was awesome, man. It was refreshing because a lot of comedians, a lot of I can see a lot of the arts genres. They're kind of starting to soften up. Like, they don't want to kind
Mm.
of be risky with that joke. They don't want to risk offending somebody or a group. That's why Dave Chappelle is one of the only comedians that can really stand out, because he doesn't care about the backlash. And honestly, he's kind of like, we're protected now, so he can do that. But it's good to see people just saying how they really feel, and it's still being funny. Cat Williams was the truth. I'm sorry, Cat Williams. Mike Epps was the truth. He was great.
Mm.
Like, it was dope too. Like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna not too many spoiler alerts, but he actually even introduced the original joke Chicken Wing. I don't know if you guys know about that, but he used to make fun of this dude named Chicken Wing. He actually brought Chicken Wing was actually in the audience. Like, and Chicken Wing came to the stage. It's actually a real person, because you never know if comedians be making jokes or if it really be true, but Chicken Wing is a real person. I'm just saying I like that, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, it was more about uh, Mike Epps really just taking Cat Williams' lead and actually, saying, pushing comedy to the next level for 2024, and saying, you know what, let's come out here and be unapologetic. Let's be honest. Let's be truthful. And it doesn't matter if people get their feelings hurt. And that was missing from comedy, because that was from Richard Pryor days, Eddie Murphy days back in the day. Like, and now it's good. It's just good to see it coming back, like in the arts, especially. And hopefully a lot of other genres in the arts community can implement that in their field as well.
Yeah, man, for sure. I think it was good to see him back. I think he's on promo mode because he's in a movie or he's got something out.
Yeah, you got
But
that. He got some cooking.
yeah, he's I forgot what it is, a show or something. But
He's got
he's
that movie with Snoop Dogg, that little football thing.
yeah, the underdogs
Yes, sir.
Prime on
Yes,
Prime. There
sir.
it is. So he's in promo mode. So perfect time to do some comedy, right?
Hell
And
yeah.
since he just did a TV show or whatever, he's on game. You know, he's sharp. He's back. You know what I mean?
Hell
So
yeah.
um, I think it's dope. I feel like with comedy, we're gonna see more older heads come into the game,
Mm.
and I think indirectly it's because of like Chappelle, because
Mm.
for a comedy,
Mm.
it's been tough because you either have to just give all your shit away,
Mm-hmm.
be on like IG or TikTok or whatever, or you have to try to find a way to be able to do your comedy and have it not get leaked, like what happened at Mike, right?
Mm.
But once Chappelle kept putting his foot down, like, nah, there's gonna be no phones, nah, there's gonna be no phones, and then companies started making bags to hide the phones, and I think comedians now that are especially older and have that older sense of like, no, this is mine, I gotta hold it and protect it. They're feeling more comfortable now because hey, you can go to these places and they got the bags now, or they got the whole thing set up to check your phone in and stuff. So I think we're gonna see a lot more older comedians. I can't wait to see more of them. Like Mike, that was just dope.
But
To
to
me,
piggyback off what you're
he's been
saying
doing
though,
interviews.
and I was gonna say, but to piggyback off what you're saying though, wouldn't it also be used as a tactic to actually let somebody record that before the special comes out? So when it does come out, oh no, that goes against the plan.
In
Oh,
comedy, you don't want to do that.
oh, okay, okay. I'm not familiar with the field. Okay.
Yeah, that's why Chappelle and them don't want camera. They
Mm.
don't they don't want the joke out because once it's out, people aren't gonna come to see you now in Milwaukee or the
Mm.
next spot, right? They already
Mm.
got it. So you
Mm.
gotta hold that. It's because they make their money off touring, like
Mm.
musicians, right? So if I can only get the biggest bag from being there in person, and if the only way you're gonna want to hear what I have to say in person is if it's not on the internet,
Okay.
I gotta protect that, right? So
Okay, but to
um
play devil's advocate though, if you did watch the Shannon Sharp interview with Cat Williams,
mhm.
um, Cat Williams was speaking on the fact in comedy, and I am talking out of my genre. I am not familiar with the genre.
Yeah.
Um, I'm just saying he did say though, he said a lot of these a lot of these comedians can't do what he does, like and go to another venue and do 100, you know what I mean? Because they won't make new jokes. So I was thinking
No.
like if you like this is what I had in my head, right? Because I'm thinking
Okay.
back in the old school b-boy days. We go to a jam, boom, there's our moves. They've seen them. Go home practice. We come back with something new. Like very next time. Like we might sprinkle in some of the old, but it's you know what I mean? It's a majority of the new. So I was thinking
Mhm.
that like so if your jokes did happen to get leaked, wouldn't you already be so you're telling me the same comedian tours with the same jokes like 100 states, like the same set, 100 states pretty much? Short story short,
Yeah.
like forget what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
So
Forget what I'm saying. You're telling me they just be
so
out there
so
with like, nigga, I do air chair to flare to 90 100 times, 100 states. Like,
it's kind of like what we did in b-boying, but scaled up a little more. So look, I'll just
mm,
break it down real
okay.
quick. So what did we do? We did a couple jams in local San Ho, bias, politics. We out. Boom. Go to Portland.
Mm-hmm.
Represent. Oh, getting some feels, getting some understanding, right? Work on the material, come back. Go to Seattle. Work on the material, come back. Go to LA. Work on the
Mm.
material, come back.
Sharpen the blade.
Right? So these comedians, often what they're doing before the special, they're working on the material.
Mm.
And so how they're sharpening that blade is they're going
Mm.
to all these clubs,
Temper that
working on the
steel.
material,
Mm.
so that by the time the special comes, they
Mm.
got it on
It's
point.
got layers. It's all crafted. I see what you're saying now. I definitely see what you're saying.
Now, how they do all that and change the magic, some people record that whole process and cut up the best takes of those and make a special out of that.
Mm.
That's a whole production
Right.
direction thing. So put that to the side.
Okay.
So this is kind of like part of the game. They got to go. Mike's got to get out here and oh, I got to plant chicken wing. He can't be too far, bro. I got eating up my time. Okay, next show you're gonna be a little closer. That's what I'm saying. Like they're
Mm. So it's a
you gotta
rollout.
it's not only a rollout, it's practice. This is this, but you don't
Mm.
want to do the live jam. You don't want
Right.
to do your biggest. You don't want to enter Mighty Four
Right.
until
Yeah.
you hit some
Nah, you hit it a
little.
few times first. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
you got to
a
hit
lot
best
of
of the
times. A
best.
lot of
You got
times.
to hit the Camden jams. You got
Yeah.
to hit the PH. Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to
Yeah.
get the reps in. So,
Yeah.
and that's kind of what the comedy thing is like. Yo, they just
Mm.
him, like you said, it's great to see him. This is
Mm.
part of that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And my heart breaks for him because it's gone out there. But just to flip back real quick on what you said about Cat,
Mm.
Cat was talking almost like a football season. So he runs these jokes for X amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
Then the next tour,
Mm-hmm.
there's a whole new set of jokes.
Another set of plays. Okay.
A whole new set of jokes. So it's
Okay.
not like Boston jokes, New York new jokes. No, no, no. It's Boston, New York, Philly, Chicago, all the same.
Oh, that's what
Next
you're saying.
time, then next time, Boston,
Oh, the next
Chicago,
go
Philly,
round. Okay, that's what you're saying.
brand new stuff.
Oh,
Because
okay.
what he's trying to say is the Harveys and them victory lap. So they're just doing the same thing again.
Oh, that's okay.
Almost like, hey bro, if you missed it, and then for Cat, he's like on us like, man, just make some new stuff.
Yeah.
That's what he's saying. But it's not every single,
Oh,
you know
okay.
what I mean? Yeah,
No, that's good
especially the ones that
clarification.
write.
No, because like I
Especially
said, a
the
lot
ones
of
that write,
people.
man.
I was gonna say a lot of people that like even watch a Shay interview. Like a lot of us are laymen's when it comes to the comedic journey or their
They keep
processes.
that close. They
Yeah,
hype
they
that
have to, yeah,
whole
for sure.
thing.
No, it definitely feels like when you a lot of NFL, like
Magic.
when you watch the coaches on the sideline and they're just so yeah, we finna
Mm-hmm.
and we played them last, so we can't do these downs again. Like next time, next time we see them, we got so I understand it now. Like it makes sense. It's got to be real clandestine, a little covert sometimes. You know what I mean? Because you don't
Only
want anything
because
to
they make their money
backfire.
from that.
Yeah,
Exactly. They need to make that money from the in person.
like, yeah,
Right?
yeah. Because if that backfired, yeah, that's bad. Because yeah.
But
Woo!
yeah,
Speaking of backfire.
wait. Everybody go support Mike, even if you've seen the jokes. That's all I gotta say.
Oh wait, oh you know what? Yes, definitely. Hold on. We
Gotta
always
throw
gotta
that out there.
support any of our brothers. Brothers. When I say brothers, I mean anybody. Doesn't matter if you're black, white, Asian, blind, crippled, or crazy. Anybody in the arts, like gotta support them because it's a hard road. It's a very hard, arduous road. It's a lot of money coming out of your own pocket. People don't get recognition. Like, you don't boom until you boom. So, go support that man. Like I saw the bootleg, and me personally, I still will go travel and spend some money on that ticket because it was that funny. I would love to hear. Actually, if he can do it better, even better for me. Like
Exactly.
even
It's
the
gonna get
old
even
way
better.
he did it, I would go see that again just to see it. Like it was that great. So, but yeah, but definitely, I'm glad you said that though, because because we definitely got to support anybody who's making something out of nothing. And that's just it right there because making something out of
Yeah,
nothing is magic in itself. Like you said, it's magical, man. For real.
he an OG man. I don't want his momentum to get messed up. So
Hell yeah,
gotta
for
go check that
sure.
out. Check that out,
Definitely,
man.
definitely. And support the new movie too. Yeah, yeah. The
Yeah.
Underground King,
Underdogs.
Underdogs. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, Underdogs.
Underdogs.
Yeah. My segue was off. I had a little something, but it's all right. Doesn't matter because somebody else ain't getting off. Pause. That's why I sell tick. We talked about him last week.
Last
Maybe
couple weeks.
yeah, and we were commending him for trying to stand on business. You know what I mean with that Plese stuff, and it was first off. I'm gonna premise my take by saying once again, the whole thing is hilarious to us. Like we don't have a dog in the fight. Like I don't care if you go home, you did 20 years. Like at the end of the day, it doesn't affect my bag. It sucks when I have to see it as a human being and watch another human being go through that. That's what kind of sucks. But in general, when I don't have a dog in a fight, I'm like everybody else. Like it's like watching a TV show. And on this episode of YSL Tick, the DA was upset that randomly, it's crazy too. I never saw this coming. She was upset about your testimony. Like for some reason,
Mm.
it didn't match up with the deal you signed, and now you're gonna have to go sit down and do that 10 years. So, and you still snitched. So, my question is, what? Like that's all I got. Like that's all I got. Like that's all I got. Like no,
He
because
said what?
because you're still labeled a snitch. Like, but you didn't snitch, but you got on the stand and you snitched on some other niggas. But you didn't snitch on Thug like that, but you snitched on some other niggas. Like, and then they still gave you the 10. Like, so that's actually two people who have not lasted past the trial and already got their deal revoked and they're doing the 10 years. That's Young Thug's brother, and now that's YSL Tick. Now, so now you doing 10 years, and Thug gonna beat y'all. Didn't I say on the first part? I said Thug gonna beat y'all home. I said that Thug gonna beat y'all home, and he gonna be healthy. Like he gonna have all these songs written down. He gonna and y'all be send him a letter too, and he gonna be like, I don't know that nigga. I say yeah, I don't know that nigga. Like you know what I mean? Y'all made the wrong decision. Y'all made the wrong decision. But that's my take. That's my take. I don't want to talk too much about it because there's more there's more things going. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? And
We
I
just
want brother
getting
to go home.
started.
I don't like to talk about ongoing cases. I just want to talk about that little part right there. But Tick. Wah, wah. That's it. That's all I got.
Oh man.
What you got?
Hey, I ain't got much else. He sent me a video, and yo, I just want to show this thing, and then we
Please,
done.
please,
But
please.
yo, it's been hilarious. I can't wait for the next episode
Oh yeah,
of this trial.
season finale
But
coming up too.
I just like this part of the video because
The
Homegirl,
look on his face. Oh, go ahead.
no, Homegirl shutting this fool down on some hockey shit. She hitting the white move.
Wait, hold
Right,
on.
here we
Before
go.
we play the clip, hold on. I just want to make sure. Are you talking about the
I ain't
DA?
playing it.
Oh,
I ain't even playing it. I don't know. I guess it's the DA. We gonna see. Hold on.
no,
Watch.
because remember you said the DA was. You said they had the sub DA in, and she when she gets back, she gonna
Okay.
get on his
Look at
ass.
this.
Who you talking
See
about?
this chick? See this chick on the left here with the jacket?
Oh, oh yeah. Ooh,
Look,
that blunt.
she blocking him. She like, yo, you ain't leaving. I seen that dude in Vegas.
Wait,
Like
what?
she block. Look, she look at her body language. She like, this fool ain't leaving. She think he gonna run or something. I just thought this was hilarious. I was like, why
Wait,
is she
what
like
happened?
that?
Hold on. What happened?
I was like, why is she like this?
I missed
Oh,
this part of the episode.
this is when the judge was asking him like, do you want to bring in the off record or not? Right?
Oh, I remember that part. Yeah, yeah.
Look at her though. She trying to make sure this fool is like, yo, man.
Oh, I just okay.
I'm like, well, why she gotta be over there? Like,
She on his ass. You know the crazy part is though, because like I want to piggyback off what you said. I want to say a couple pods ago.
that shit is
You
crazy.
said when he got on the stand and embarrassed that DA, you
Mhm.
said they're gonna bring that next DA, the one that had the day off. You could
Mhm.
tell they had a crazy meeting in that back office,
100.
right? And that's why I want to premise that by saying when you saw her right there, it's like she got that lecture. Like she was right there, like, nope, I'm gonna lose my job behind this, like for real,
Right?
like. So that's why I was like, that was wild, like that was wild, man.
I was like, yo, what's up with homegirl? He's talking to her, but why she gotta keep this dude in the middle of him? Like, why she gotta keep like, oh yeah,
Hey,
you
remember I
talk,
told
yeah,
about that
yeah,
bailiff? Remember I told about that bailiff? She was giving big bailiff vibes.
yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, that bum was too tight too. Like pause.
Yeah.
I was
She,
like, she already upset. She looking like
I had to
changing the
highlight
guard
that.
over there.
To me,
I
that
didn't
was
like that.
amazing. I was like, she hit the penalty box. Like, come out. This power play ain't over. Fucking you up on some white people shit. Come out with this hockey shit. All the hockey shit. The black dude don't even know what she doing. She got this one in the penalty box. Good.
My man.
Uh,
My man.
gotta treat our people better, man.
We
He ain't
really
going
do,
nowhere.
but on some real ish though, like
He ain't going nowhere.
I'm gonna say something that really stuck with me though. Like I was talking to somebody and because every time I always bring up the fact that like it's messed up out there for us. This we got to go through this. We got to go through this. This motherfucker looked me dead in my face and said, "Well, let's be real though. Y'all don't really help yourself though." Like, I was like, "Oh shit." Well, okay. In certain situations, like
Yeah.
it's like, but you don't understand because, like, you know what I mean. It's hard to describe the struggle to somebody who's never been in the struggle. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you see on the outside is a man loitering in front of a liquor store. What I see is a man trying to get some weed off real quick because he got to go ahead and get some diapers for his daughter later on. And plus, if it's hitting, I'm trying to see what it's hitting for. Like if it's hitting, like I want to see what it's hitting for. But like I see it differently though. Like I don't judge I don't look at things the same perspective that a lot of people do though. So, but it was just crazy. But anyway, moving along though, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's go talk about some white people because I'm so sick of talking about blacks. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's let them know the whites, the cookie cutter whites, y'all out there too. And this brings me to my next topic, my favorite part of the topic of the show. When I bring up Ink to the G's, who you think it's gonna be? Now, at first, I didn't think this was gonna be about essay, a lot of sexual allegations on this "Who You Think It's Gonna Be" series, but unfortunately, it's been this way the last 3-4 pods. Like people just keep getting brought out with charges and allegations of not being appropriate to women. But I want to bring this one out here because this one actually it hit different. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because this was Vince McMahon from the WWE, formerly from the WWE. I don't know if they brought him back or not. I don't know, and then they ousted him again. I'm not sure. But the thing is, you are accused allegedly so far. So you're accused. You haven't been convicted of anything. But I'm saying you are accused of sex trafficking. And if the allegations are true, that is crazy because you know what I'm saying. Just of you in your status in the community as being a owner of a company, proprietary company that is basically modeled towards the youth, and you know they just hold themselves in a high standard of that type of, you know what I mean, that type of atmosphere. So it's kind of crazy. Um, to me personally, I don't, like I said, it's alleged, so I don't really. I'm not going to jump on a podcast or give any kind of take and say you're a piece of shit, you deserve to die, or you woo woo woo. Like, you're not guilty. It's alleged so far. Like, you know what I'm saying. So all I'm gonna say is if it's true, um, that's messed up. Like I said, I'm not gonna really. I don't even want to say if it's true because like I want him to be convicted first before I even give any kind of opinion or stand on the
Mm.
fence. What I will say is for anything about those charges in general, at Block Giants, we don't condone things like that. We don't mess with anything like that when it comes to any children, women, anybody that can't defend themselves, elder, anything like anything that just we don't rock with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So now I'm gonna get to the part where I just say the one thing I really wanted to say the whole time about the situation afterwards. Who is that bitch that snitched on you though? Like, I wanted to, like, it was only one witness. It was this random chick came out of nowhere, like females in 2023 to 2024 and since the beginning of time and creation have been bringing down empires on some accidental ish, like, and sometimes it's starting to feel like it's not accidental. Like, that's all I want to say. Keep your circle tight. That's all I'm gonna say. Keep your circle tight. Like, how you let her get the scoop on the whole operation? Like, the whole operation? Like, that's all I gotta say. Anyway, go ahead, give me your take, man.
Damn. I mean, as you said, I'll just keep it brief because I pretty much agree with everything you're saying. Ain't much to say until everything comes out. But I was digging into this a little, and uh,
Mm.
I don't know, man. I'm not doubting her story or anything. I'm just saying people be losing, like, context clues is lost
Mm.
with people today. People don't get context. Okay, let me just bring. I just want to highlight one
No,
part of
you
this
cooking.
thing.
Go ahead. You cooking.
So check this out. So the lady that reported this, she said that she was promised a job and promotions. So before you got the job, you're already doing some weird stuff.
Mm.
You took it. Then whatever's gonna happen, they're gonna do hush money. So
Mm.
now again, I don't condone any of this, but if I was already doing some weird slimy stuff with you and you cool to jump on board on the team, I would
Mm.
think I could get a little more slimy with you now that you're on the team.
Mm.
So, if anything, it's just weird that she took the money or the opportunity in promotions for sex. Like,
Mm.
that's apparently what was said. Like, yo, I'll get you this job and I'll make sure you move up in this company for sex. So,
Right.
if you did that off rip and didn't just stand down and be like, nah,
Stand on business,
then
stand on
I
principles. Yeah.
and I feel like then that would have been like a hard. You wouldn't have got the job. You wouldn't have had all the success, but you wouldn't have been in this situation. In a sense,
Mm.
is what I'm hoping and saying allegedly. And again, I'm not trying to
Right.
degrade her situation or her or anything like that. But I just thought that was
Allegedly.
really weird.
I don't know.
I just thought that was all weird. And I thought because he just came off another investigation where they dug up in his life, I'm sure this would have
Hello. Like
came
I said,
up.
look, they brought it back in or not? Yeah, exactly. Go ahead.
So like he already went through being investigated and checked out for a while. This didn't pop up at all. So now to come in and do this, and then on the pretenses of it being, oh yeah, she was offered a job and promotions for sex. Like, yo, you came into this whole thing not clean. So your
With
exit
your
ain't gonna
eyes
be
open,
clean.
though. With your
Your,
eyes
your,
open.
your exit ain't gonna be clean if you didn't come in clean.
That's the intro. What you think the exit gonna do?
Exactly. Exactly. And the
Right.
last thing I'll say, I heard this very funny saying about Vince McMahon a long time ago.
Mhm.
I'm not a big wrestling guy, but they said this dude is so crazy. he gets mad at sneezes because he can't control it. Because that's the only thing he probably can't control. He's that type of guy.
Oh wow.
So
Oh wow.
hearing that, and that was kind of, I'm like, yeah, he probably is nuts. He
You
probably
get
is
mad at
crazy. And
sneezes. That's
he's mad at sneezing because he can't control it.
yeah, that's wild. I ain't never heard no ish like that. I ain't.
Man, that stuck with me forever because I've never heard nothing like that.
Yeah,
And when someone said that about him, like Vince is the type of guy to get mad at sneezing because he can't control his sneezes.
yeah, that's living rent free in my head. Like,
Okay.
I ain't
Okay. So again,
mm-hmm.
that can also make me believe he did do these things because he's power crazy kind of guy too. But hey, I'm just saying it don't sound clean on both sides. I hope we get to the bottom of it, and once we get to the bottom of it, we'll bring it up and we'll have probably opinions. But right now, it's a little early.
Yeah, right. Another thing is
You know what I
though, I be trying hard not to, but sometimes like it just always stays in my head a little bit. I have to victim shame a little bit. Like I don't want to victim shame. Like, you know, if she, you know, if that's really happened, but
That's what I read on that CNN.
what you went through is heartbreaking. Like you shouldn't have to go to that if it allegedly happened. But let's be real. When allegedly, when you were employed and receiving the perks and the benefits, you was quiet as a church on Tuesday. Now, as soon as that you are relieved of your position, your perks, your achievement, I mean, all the good things that come with all that, now you want to be a whistleblower. That's very opportunistic, and I feel like now you can weaponize your struggle to take an empire down. I'm not saying you're wrong. Like I'm saying it's very opportunistic, and real people see what it is. Maybe he didn't have that Cassie money, like so it didn't happen for you. But let's be real, like we see what it is, especially being in the content space, a business space. Like we see what things are weaponized to appear to be, but sometimes behind the scenes but like I said, we're also grown men. We see the world for how it is. Like we're not 20 years old no more. We see the fact that you had a great ride and then it was over and now you upset and you're kicking that man back in, and it's kind of fucked up. But the thing is, what he did was fucked up. So now we're at a point in public opinion of who's fucked up is more. Because now if his fucked up is more, then we're gonna just forgive all your fucked up shit and attack this man and crucify this person. And that's just a weird game that we're in right now in society. But that's just what it is. And I just want to be the first to say that we see you. We saw what we see you. Like I just want to say that. That's just wild.
Yo, if you come in on a promise for sex for the job and there's a lot of sexual acts after, kind of it just makes sense to me. That's gonna be the environment.
Yeah. And you know, like I said though, like I don't want to victim shame.
I'm not shaming. I'm not blaming her.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
don't want to
shaming.
victim shame because
I'm
like I
just
said,
saying, like
she might actually got off the luckiest out of the equation out of everybody in. Like you never know. Like you know what I'm saying? Because you know what I mean. Like so, I don't want
I'm
to
not saying
victim
he's not a
shame.
monster.
Exactly. Like I said, I thought it was opportunistic about the actions. Like now, if she was a whistleblower when like maybe after week 2, and now she's on the stand testifying, and you know what I mean, coming with that's a whole different conversation. Like,
Yeah, I
but
guess.
anyway, like I said,
I
I don't
don't
want to
even
victim
see it
shame.
that way either. I don't either though, because you already came in doing the sex. Like you
Exactly.
got the job because of sex. So,
Hello. But like I said, we have to, in the court of public opinion, we have to do this. Like,
oh yeah. No, I'm just saying, like, if allegedly you came in getting the job for sex, it's kind of like, yo, like, damn. All right, well, sounds like sex is part of your job
sounds
from the
like
beginning.
yeah, sounds like he was working overtime. Sounds like
right?
I don't like I said, I don't want to go too far in that.
Yeah.
A topic of reparations and people actually seeking acknowledgement. I actually wanted to actually shine a spotlight on a topic that you actually put on the doc, and I actually wanted you to introduce it because it's actually very big, and I feel like I don't want to shortchange this in any kind of form or fashion, and I feel like you introducing it would be awesome.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So the topic is about Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone. Out there, things are getting really, really bad for our people. There's this thing called Kush. It's a new drug going around. So every few years, there's like a new mixture they notice in the community. So sometimes they're mixing fentanyl, sometimes they're mixing heroin or opiates. They're just mixing stuff in the drugs, right? Now we're at the stage where they got this thing in Sierra Leone where it's called Kush. Kush killing our people, killing our people. And not only is it killing our people, it's basically drugs mixed with human bones.
Mm.
And so what they're doing is they're taking human bones, grinding it up, lacing it in the stuff they're already selling on the street,
Mm.
probably some like dirt weed or whatever. And people are smoking it and they're becoming literal zombies, man. Like if you look at the videos, you see them, they'll be like, it's like heroin, they're just leaning and talking like
Mm.
this. So, um, interesting enough, it's gotten so bad that the high's so addictive that they're robbing grave sites.
Mm.
They literally jump in the graves, um, take the bones off people, leave the clothes in the grave,
Mm.
dip out, mash up, roll up, light up, sell it. So, um, shout out to the grave protectors out there because I seen that in the story,
Yeah,
man. There's a group
for
of dudes
sure.
out there, and they sleep in the cemeteries, and they sleep there to protect people from having their graves desecrated. So shout out to the protectors, the guardians. But I just this came up on my radar a few weeks ago, and I just kind of was like, I want to wait. I want to just kind of like sit on this and think about it some more because it's just really hit me. Like, man, like they're calling their newest drug Kush also kind of hurt a little. I can't lie to you, fam. Like
Mm.
that's our thing, right? Like
Yeah.
roll up the Kush, like,
Yeah.
and so I know we didn't directly influence them to make this drug, but for them to just call their next high something that is like common slang out here is just like, oh, disheartening, man. But I really want to kind of hear what you got to say because I'm sure this came out of left field. Like, yo, and quickly before I give it over to you, you're always asking me about news and world news, and
Yeah, for
this is
sure.
kind of some of the stuff I would highlight.
Okay. I'm not
It
mad
would
at it.
be
It needs to be
world
highlighted.
news,
I'm not
but
mad at it.
I ain't trying to be BBC, but I want to kind of do some world news here and there because I think sometimes that stuff it affects us or we affected them.
Right.
You know what I mean? And this is one of them instances where we affected them, but I
Mm.
think I gave enough groundwork on this, and I just kind
Yeah.
of want to hear your thoughts, man.
Oh, all right. Well, first thing I want to say is thank you for putting this on my radar. I want to say that just even hearing the first 5 minutes of it was very emotional. Like, for people of color, it was very reminiscent of the crack era
Mhm.
in the 80s. Even what we have going on in smaller rural towns right now, we have a new drug called Trank that's out right now with these similar effects that are doing that to people. Um, but like I said, this one hit different because I had to put my thinking hat on for this one because I think they want everybody to be reactionary when they see something like this and inspire some justice. My man Richter hit a lot of good points when about the groundwork, but I started thinking about more moving past just the actual instance because I always do that. And like I said, it just gave me so much CIA crack epidemic vibes.
Mm.
Like like I said, if you want to wipe out a people or take over something, what do you want to do? You want to wipe out who's going to fight back, and that's nothing but the eligible fighting age of men in that area. Like that's 18 to 30. I mean, that's 90% of the people hooked. There's 1,000 people in that tent. I think I saw 3 women. Like, I mean, I'm not saying it's not affecting women. Of course, it's affecting everybody. But I'm just saying, like, it just looks, like I said, it was very reminiscent. It was giving a lot of CIA's trying to take over something. Like, I want to start doing some research and figure out that village has like some oil or that, what I mean, there's something over there that, what I mean, that because it's not all of Africa, it's this spot right here. So it seems like they just dropped it right there. Like, I'm
Well, Sierra Leone is where a lot of the big diamond mines are.
exactly. That's what I'm
That's where
saying.
the diamond mines are.
Exactly. So I'm
So
saying it seems very strategic. Like,
So when you say, see, I totally get you, and I'm with you on the like government CIA thing, but
no,
so
I'm not saying
so
it's that. No, I'm
no
not
no no
saying that.
no
Oh yeah,
no
I'm
no.
not saying that. I'm
But
saying
you're
it's
just saying,
making.
but
Yeah,
you
go ahead.
so you're kind of saying somebody might have came in and showed these people, hey, if you smoke bones,
Right. Well, I
is
don't know
what you're
about
saying.
bones. No, because let's be real though. Everything that comes into effect can always be amalgamated. Like, let's be real. The cocaine was introduced, and then they made crack. It amalgamate. I'm sorry, it evolved into something else. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So they might have came down with the plan. Not they. I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist. I'm saying
Yeah, yeah,
it.
yeah.
It could have started as like, okay, this is just this, and we're trying to just keep people down, whatever, or whatever, or maybe this is a new drug. But anyway, like I said, the way it evolved to the bones, that I don't think that was something that nobody could have saw coming. And
Mm-mm.
that's what actually what made it more sad. Like, there's these fake rappers or kids out here or talking about they so tough, they smoking they dead ops. No, you was not pulling up to the cemetery, digging nothing up, grabbing bones, leaving clothes, grinding it up in the little churn machine, sprinkling it like it's resin, and then raw and talking about, yeah, I'm smoking on Pookie Low. No, you're not. You're not. No, this is demonic in a lot of ways. Like you don't. This is not good for our people. Like I said, it hurt me damn near to my soul when I saw our people going through this. Like, there's a big rumor that they don't mess with us. We don't mess with them. I don't care about none of that. I'm gonna say here on Block Giants that Ink T to the G and Richter, we mess with black people worldwide. Like, I don't care if you speak French, Creole, Chinese, Mandarin, Germans. I don't care. You black, one drop rule. I'm from the old school. One drop rule. I don't care. And when I see my black people going through those conditions, they already have conditions to deal with already. Like, and then to see that heaved upon they struggle, that's wild to me. Like, like I said, it hit different. Like, when it's, you know what I mean? Because we know what they're already going through. Like, you know what I mean? And then they wiping out. What they say? They said if it keeps running like how it's running, they said in 2025 that it's gonna wipe out the whole damn town. Didn't they say that?
They say that they're on their way to shutting
Yeah.
down the whole population of a
Yeah.
town.
And they've been trying to commit genocide against us for since I opened my eyes. I've noticed it. Like, so I know it's been happening way before. It just, like I said, when you see, like, I feel like I be seeing blatant atrocities against us all the time now, and it just starts making my blood boil. And the messed up part is, like I said, we don't come together, and you know what I mean. I wish we could come together and just, you know what I'm saying, and look out for them. They can look out for, figure something out. But we are just completely divided, and I also feel that is part of the plan as well. Because I mean, 48 laws of power, divide and conquer, and they did that with us very eloquently. But yeah, that was kind of the last thing I had to say about it. Like,
Yeah.
like I said, I didn't want to end the pod on such a sad note, but like, I ain't gonna lie though. But like I said though, like, this is kind of one of the things that we are here for. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we have a voice. If we could have two people even hear this message about what's going on over there, and maybe they can tell two people, then you know what I mean. That's how something starts, man. Because that's just not right. Oh wait, actually, that wasn't the end of the pod. I forgot, man. Speaking of a third world country, let's talk about Oakland, because Governor Newsom and every man, look, this brings me to
He's
my
like Gaviner.
Governor. Sorry, Governor Gavin. Hey,
That was fly.
Governor.
Yeah, that was kind of ill.
Governor. That
Gaviner.
was it. Okay.
Gaviner Newsom. Gaviner.
Governor Newsom. You know what I mean?
New
Shout
shit.
out to my dude. Shout out to the governor who was only there right now because nobody could have took your spot. Like, shout out, because I was there when they were signing the petitions, and I was like, I don't really know what he's standing on. I don't know why they're upset, and I just walked past. But anyway,
Mm.
so I had no idea that Oakland went from a $92 million surplus a year to a $72 million deficit a year. That in itself, to me, as a resident, or who used to be a former resident, explains pretty much everything. That's all I got to say about it. Like, um, we had who's that? Who's that? Jerry Davis. We got rid of him. I want to say the first recall we had in
What about that?
California. We got rid of him, and then I think we had Arnold Schwarzenegger come in. I can't remember. I
Mm-hmm.
was young at the time. I can't remember all the facts specifically. But then
I think so.
Arnold, you talk all that crazy about the get to the chopper. You talk all that you want to, but we wasn't in no deficits like that. He wasn't faithful to his wife Maria. Look, we never had no problems about the deficits. What I want to say is that I'm going to skip all the government politics because I don't want to talk about politics. We don't do that here. Um, Oakland needs help. I love that. I love that town a lot. Um, I feel like a lot of companies are leaving. In and Out just closed. There,
Mm.
that a lot of things that are going to bring revenue, like tourist, businesses, just anything like your sports
Sports.
teams, exactly, your sports teams left. Like I feel like they're damn near condemning Oakland. Like there's already sorry, what's it called? An oversight committee ran by the FBI that came in to circumvent the police there because they're not doing a good enough job. Like, and I want to say the messed up part is Oakland is a beautiful town. The people in there are good. People are just going through stuff right now. But let's be real. When I saw the numbers, it
Mm.
explained a lot. The math started mathing. The, they say we are a dying town, and you are not a dying town. If you generate $92 million a year in revenue on the strength of y'all sales, and they are misappropriating the funds and spending, and you are in a $72 million deficit, let's do the math. Do you know how to get to negative? Like you spend the 92 and then you spend an extra 72. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like that means, and I guarantee you, not nobody from 55th Street, not nobody from the West Side, not nobody from Ghost Town, not nobody from the East, not nobody from anywhere had any decision about what they did with that money. I know that for a fact. So I want to say, everybody in Oakland, hold your head. This year maybe we get Gaviner. Yeah, we're gonna call him Gaviner, man. We're gonna get Gaviner
Governor.
out of there,
Get the
and
governor out.
we're gonna make Oakland beautiful again. We're gonna bring the Bay back. But don't, hey, they talking about y'all. Keith Lee was talking about, man. Don't listen to all that, man. Just keep doing what y'all doing, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get through this. Leave Mr. Fab's Lambo alone. You know what I'm saying? Y'all bipped his ish the other day. That was crazy. Y'all robbed the cookie store next. Man, look, I understand it's the recession and they're trying to act like it's not happening, and the lower income areas are being affected first, fastest, and hardest. And I see it. So don't let them talk about y'all and act like y'all are less than. Just go ahead and find a way. I wish I could help y'all find a way to just overcome and persevere, man. Like, because like you can bring Oakland back and make it to what the original glory was. Like I used to get stories about 1970s, the Black Panthers, how everything was just so black, so love. Like, you know what I mean? We can bring that back. We can, and we will. You know what I mean? Let's do it. You know what I mean? It takes just one of us to just turn around and just say, you know what? I'm choosing I'm choosing peace today. I'm choosing get. Or you know what? You ain't gotta choose peace, man. You ain't gotta be a nerd. How about this? I choose a bag today. I choose to get a legal bag today. Let's take
Okay,
it a
I was
step
like,
further. Let's take it a step
yeah.
further. Like, hold on. Wait, like I said, I'm in touch with the town. I'm trying to tell you.
Mm.
First step is let's get a bag today. Like we had to overcome a lot to get to that first step. Second step is let's get a legal bag. You know what I'm saying? Now, for all of y'all who skipped the beginner class, y'all can skip to step 2. Let's get a legal bag. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I mean, overcome from there. But like I said, I understand what people are going through. So, like I said, just stay out the way, get your bag, and let's make them stop talking about our town like we are degenerates, and we're not. We're great people. We're upstanding citizens. Like I said, if we're gonna try to help people of color in Africa, charity begins at home. We're gonna start here with us, and then so we can actually combine our resources so we can do more for us. So thank you for even tuning in for that little. I just had to say that because they're talking greasy about us, and I know it irks y'all like it irked me. I just know it. Like, how do you feel when they talk about you, man? You from the Bay too? How you feel? I mean, you know what I mean?
Well, I'm from Cali.
Yeah, you from the Bay.
I'm from Cali. I was born in LA. Remember that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, man. I'm from
Oh,
Cali.
sure.
I'm
My
full
bad.
Cali, man.
I met you in the Bay. My bad.
You met me in the Bay, but
Yeah.
I've been all over Cali, not just SoCal. So anyway, um, that's probably why this hurts me the most is because it's linked to the governor,
Yeah,
and
Gavin.
he's not only just hurting the Bay in Oakland, he's hurting Cali in a sense. But
Oh yeah.
um, yeah, man, I know I actually got to meet the governor a long time ago.
Word.
when he was the mayor. Did a little program for him, Treasure Island.
Hey, was that hair
Mm,
really hitting?
His hair?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Whose hair would I be talking about?
Oh, black. Because we were talking back then, I had hair.
Oh,
Hey,
Eee, hey, my bad.
see,
Oh,
see.
let me put some respect on it. My bad.
That's
Let
what
me
I'm
put
saying.
some respect
I'm
on it.
telling you, this is when he was a mayor of San
Oh, okay.
Francisco. That's
Yeah.
what. This is how we going back.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
had
Yeah.
hair.
Yeah. 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 Like the hairline. Bet.
Mm,
Okay.
I don't know what's that now, but um, yeah, yeah. So I had some experiences with him. Not the warmest of guys.
Really?
Knows how to play the game. Knows how to turn, make a smile, make you feel warm for 2 seconds if that's all that's needed. But
Mm.
um, you know, I when he got elected, I kind of was already like, all right, well, this dude don't. He didn't give me no genuine vibe when we here doing this dance thing for him for free. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like so.
Free.
I got
Mm.
history doing some stuff for him, so I'm cool. We need somebody else, obviously, but as far as Oakland, man, it's really, really sad because I feel Oakland used to be like a metropolis town. Like it's one of
Hell
the
yeah.
like
But San Francisco and
Chicago,
Oakland. Hell yeah.
San Francisco, Portland, like the big
The
cities,
fourth,
right?
all that. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Those are like the big cities, the Baltimores, like
Mm-hmm.
so. And all of those have a big sports franchise.
Mm-hmm.
And
We
now
have four.
Oakland has
Zero.
0 or
Wait, with
0.5
the
because
A's still, right? With the A's still
the
there?
A's are almost out.
Yeah, I'm like, they still there? They out of here.
Because I see the articles here in Vegas. They're like the A's ain't set. A's ain't set. The A's ain't
Yeah.
set. So I'm like, all right, well,
Yeah.
they could maybe go back or go somewhere else. But regardless, I also feel that takes a lot of the like shine and value off Oakland because
Vitality as well. Yeah, for sure.
you know what I mean. People flying for games, people
Yep.
flying for events. Like now it's just like, oh, it's just that one town now that has an airport. It's not like there's a team there. It's not like there's a big stadium there. Like they're taking that down. Like it's just sad for me to see like a big name city lose everything that helped keep it on the map in a sense of it's
Yeah.
already huge to everybody in the town.
Right.
Done. And then when you zoom out the Bay, everybody understands and respects Oakland. Done.
Just off the sports. Yeah.
Then you start going outside. Now it's like, well, do they got a team? Oh, it's a town. It's not a city. Oh, how big is Oakland? It starts to sound like it's this little hick town or something. You know what I mean? Like
It
it
does,
just
yeah. Because if you think about it, like I said,
man, kills me.
it only takes one generation, like what we just talked about. It only takes one generation to erase a legacy. Right? Let's be real. The Raiders was a major franchise legacy in LA. And then they
Oh,
came to
here.
Oakland. Huh? And then they did their thing in the town. Then they did their thing. Like two.
I thought they were here first. Then they went to LA. Then they came back.
Actually, I believe you're right. I'm not a Raider fan. I'm a Niner fan. But,
Yeah, they started in the Bay.
my family
LA,
Raider fan. Yeah. But like I said, either way though, they've got championships. Like so, like nobody. It wasn't really too much love lost when they went to LA. Like you know what I'm saying? Because it's still
because they won still.
Exactly. No, not because they won still. Because it's just they came back. Like no, like I said, in 2 generations, like nobody cared that in the '60s they were in LA because they won championships and that's the legacy. Okay, but now, like I said, now they're in like we went from 3 teams to 0 teams. So like they're in Vegas now. They're in Vegas, a whole place they've never been, and they're not winning. But like I said, it doesn't even really matter. What I was saying is that
they winning.
I'm saying in a generation or two, like when they've been in Vegas, like nobody's gonna like they're gonna talk about them in Oakland like Vince Lombardi days. Like they're gonna act like oh you remember I don't even know the next name of the team. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all team is trash. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a Niner fan. I'm sorry.
But yo, even the Niners, it's
oh yeah, the
Clara
Niners
now.
they're Chase. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Now
No, sorry. Levi Stadium. We're at Levi Stadium. That's
they're in
San Jose.
Santa Clara now.
We're not happy with that at all. We're not happy with that at all. Well, but let's be real. The same thing that's happening in Oakland is happening to an actual metropolis, like a city like San Francisco. It's happening on the same rate as happening in Oakland. Like you know what I'm saying, at the same amount. Like it's heartbreaking for you know what I mean. Like they closed down the Gucci store, they closed down the Louis store, they closed down, and they said fuck all that. They closed down the mall. Man, they took Westfield off of Market Street. It's gone now. If you want to go to a Westfield, you got to go to San Jose and go to Valley Fair, or maybe
Stonebridge.
I would say that what's that mall in San Jose? Not Stonebridge, the other one where the weird niggas do that.
Eastridge.
Oh, Eastridge.
Eastridge.
I mean,
Or
weird niggas go there
Northridge.
too. But I mean,
Northridge. The one that's South Sano.
the one that
Northridge.
what was that dude? B-boy, that white boy used to B-boy with us over there, by over there. Oak Ridge. What was his name?
Oh
B-boy?
yeah, Oak Ridge. Oak Ridge.
Ears, flying something. I don't know his name was something. But yeah, like that's the only
White
time you're gonna
rice?
see a Westfield, huh?
White rice.
Oh God, that was white rice. That's what it was. I said skinny Nick. I was like, what's skinny?
Right.
White rice for sure. But
Shout out to White Rice. If you're still in Korea, we love you, man.
oh, you in Korea?
He went to the military, man. Hey.
Hey.
Didn't expect that either, right? Plot
Nah,
twist.
hey.
That's why you're like the little skinny dude. I'm like, yo,
Hey, better than you than me. I appreciate your service, man. Thank you for your service, man. I appreciate
shout
it.
out White Rice.
For real. Hey, real talk. Hey, when you come back, I owe you a steak dinner, wherever you want. Bro, I got you. I appreciate your service. For real. Especially from coming from where you came from. That's lit. That's lit as hell. But like I said, back to this Oakland-ish, like we gotta do better, man. And let's, you know what? I'm gonna cut it at that, because like this opens the door to the whole quiet recession that we're going through. Like, because if this was 1939, like right now, I swear to God, you'd have seen a million white people jumping off buildings right now, like, and nobody's saying shit. So I'm like, all right, so I'm gonna let y'all just keep watching music videos and fucking trying to buy a new chain and cars and shit, and we'll see where you'll be at the end of the year. Like I said, by the end of the year, you're gonna see tumbleweeds at the ATM. I'm trying to tell you, like, it's already bad. But I'm gonna close the door on that. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for tuning in with us on Block Giants, man. I don't have any goodbyes. I want my man Rick to take us out of here on this one.
Yeah, man. What is it? Peace, prosperity, positivity, and productivity is gonna be mine. Hey, so check us out. It's been episode 9. We'll be back for episode 10.
Ooh.
We got some new stuff in mind, some new stuff down the pipeline.
Ooh.
Merch shop's almost done.
You know, I gotta get my Christian Dior Block Giants on too. I ain't gonna hold it. I got the fits already planned out.
Yeah, so we're gonna be hitting you with a little more different content, kind of a little different layout, same feel, same flavor. Be on the lookout. Give us this feedback. Let us know what's up. Give us a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs down. Whatever. Just
give us one of these. Like,
do something.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm cool with that too.
Or every time my eyeballs got like big, put like the big eyeball emojis for each time. I might get you a free shirt if you hit the right number. I don't know. We'll do something funny. But
or how about every time I hit the pin, you feel me? Let me know. You know what I'm saying?
Drop a smoke thing and drop
every time I hit
smoke
that
emoji.
Yeah. Whoever gets the right number, you feel me? I might send you one of these. Like, I might, you know,
I
who knows?
have to do something crazy like that.
We'll do something. We'll figure it out. That's definitely in pre-production for sure.
Yeah, man. But it's been an episode. We catch y'all next time. It's the Block Giants, and we out.